what's up, my peoples? Welcome to AntDaGamer Wrestling Sports Games Network. Today we're getting into college football 25. I'm playing the trial, but we're going to show some gameplay, get you guys going on some of the great things that are happening. So what we're going to do now, we're just going to dive into play now. We're going to play some games. I'm going to pick the Tarheels, and we're going to go random versus another team here. And the team chosen, let's go again. Let's go again. What is going on here? Okay, we'll stay with Kansas Jayhawks. So I'm gonna do I don't even think they're in the same division, but let's do the Buckeyes. Let's do the Buckeyes. So we're gonna do the Buckeyes versus the Tar Heels. Hope you guys enjoy it. I'm gonna give you highlights. Let's do this. Yeah.
In Chapel Hill, they love to say if the good Lord's not a Tar Heel, why did he make the sky Carolina blue? Glad to have you with us. Kenan Stadium in Chapel Thrill and home to the North Carolina Tar Heels. What a game and what potential drama we have in store. You've seen this script before. Top 10 team goes into a cauldron of emotion on the road and just hopes to be able to get out and tell about it. As we'll see the number 2 team in the country, the Ohio State Buckeyes, taking on a team from the ACC, the North Carolina Tar Heels. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. And the Tar Heels will get us underway with the opening kickoff. On the move from inside his own 20. Buys just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. So Ohio State's offense will get the first crack at it here. Here he comes, and any time this guy touches the ball, and he will touch it plenty, a bolt of electricity just goes through the stadium, David.
And they'll feature him. They'll give him the ball, like you said, a lot, early, often, and he's a guy that can make game-breaking plays. The offense is built around his ability to run the football, Jesse, make big plays for this offense. He's always capable of hanging 40 points and making it look easy.
Quarterback tried to scramble around for a while, but the defense able to bring him down. The number 1 job is to protect their quarterback, and they did not.
They did not, but my number 1 job as a defensive lineman is to attack your quarterback and get him on the ground just like this, get the sack, rattle this guy as much as you can, as many hits as possible on these quarterbacks.
To the air, it's Howard. Moving, and this defense goes back-to-back sack, Jack. Things working pretty well for this defense, out of the dime package and still getting plenty of heat on the quarterback.
Yeah, get off the rock, understand the situation. All the fast guys got the back end covered. It's my job to seek and destroy the quarterback. Great job by the defensive line rushing after that guy.
To the up end, he'll try to run for it. He's loose. Good job by the coverage team, and that's how we'll end the period. We've reached the end of the first quarter, and it has been a defensive battle, and the stats tell the tale so far. You want to talk about taking the wind out of your sails. Drive the ball down the field and miss the field goal, David. And it's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, North Carolina! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. That kind of drive will boost your confidence. One play, hit the big pass, put a touchdown on the board. Wants to throw, it's Howard. Lofts one high and deep. Pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for the first half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Thanks, guys. What a scene there in Chapel Hill. What a fine performance we've seen. And we have to start this halftime breakdown by addressing the play of this elite wide receiver. This is clearly a young man who, once he's finished playing on Saturdays, he's going to be playing on Sundays. The kid has different gears. He has a knack for finding gaps in the defense. and I can't remember a college player with that kind of catch radius. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Kenan Memorial Stadium.
All right, Kevin about ready to get things cranked back up here. He's going to pass. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. And that ball is hauled in inside the 35. Touchdown, Tar Heels. And once he found some daylight, it was time to make a house call.
You know, sometimes as a play caller, you just don't have to overthink things. I've got a guy who's faster than your guys, and he's just going to run straight down the field. I'm going to throw it way down the field. He's going to make the catch, and we're going to score a touchdown, and that's pretty much what just happened there. A lot more complex than what it looks like because that route changes based on whether it's man or zone. If it's man coverage, he's flying across the field. If it's zone, he's got to...
And he'll glide his way in for the score. Touchdown, Ohio State. Sometimes we ask coaches about halftime adjustments, and they go blah, 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 blah. And then sometimes they make some good ones.
Sometimes that blah, 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 blah actually works, but it's working now. But it might be too little too late, but at least you got the party started.
To see that here on the next drive, too. Just keep doing what you're doing. Everything seems to be working, and you seem to have this defense on their heels.
Guys, we've reached the end of the period, and North Carolina's on top. They're sitting in a strong position here with the lead. Let's take a look at our game summary. One quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic fourth quarter finish. Back to throw, it's Howard. And they got him for the sack.
This quarterback is thinking to himself, I need to get an NIL deal at some restaurant so I can take my offensive line out and feed them more because I don't think they like me very much right now. I've been sacked 6 times in this game. It's time to get that new NIL deal paycheck.
And they understand where I got to get to. A lot of people you'll see run north-south and try to bounce out wide and make big plays.
And into the end zone, and he crosses the goal line for the late touchdown, and that one just might finish this baby off.
Someone say run out the clock. Someone saying I don't need to add points. But here's the thing. It's your job to stop them on defense. Now listen, the handshakes, they might get a little bit interesting after this game, but the offense did their job.
Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did it.
And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. I know a lot of people thought this was going to be a blowout, but this team said, just when you think you have all the answers, I change the questions.
It's so true, Reese. I mean, they had a lot of dudes that we were talking to leading up to this game just had a chip on their shoulder. They just didn't feel like they were being respected, and they wanted to come out and they wanted to prove a point. And David, they did exactly just that.
And it's so much easier to be the underdog. It's so much easier to coach that team and you go, hey, they're ranked. Everybody's talking about them. You don't have a chance. It just builds all that momentum, all that hate, and you just pour it out on the field.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.